Start us off.
Good evening, we're the Shoes Group. I'm Tim Greer.
I'm Danny Mars.
I'm Noah Leindecker.
I'm Peter Stein.
And I'm Max Bud.
Our presentation is on shoes. This is the modern shoe diagram. As you can see here, the collar, heel, the emblem for whatever shoe company made it, the toe to protect your toes, the soles to prevent wear and tear in your feet, take away the shock from everyday walking, running, jumping, whatever you do. The tongue here to protect from the laces, scratching against your feet constantly, and the laces keep the shoes tied.
Okay, the beginning of the shoes, the first shoes were seen in cave paintings in Spain, and they depicted a shoe made of easily accessible materials like sticks, leaves, twigs, and grass. And then we have a video.
How did mankind go from barefoot to an industry that racks up billions of dollars of sales every year? It was done step by step. In the beginning, our ancestors needed shoes to protect their feet from hard and harsh weather. Shoes evolved to become more than just foot coverings. In ancient Greece and Rome, people used different types for different situations. Eventually, shoes began to offer more than just protection from the weather. Fashion extremes began to evolve in both women's shoes and in men's styles. Big changes occur when USA Rubber brought out the Gans. Sometimes everything old is new again, or even groundbreaking. But today we all wear them. From flip-flops to heels, from boots to sandals, the path continues, step by step. How did man...
They're the first shoes, and they were made out of things such as leaves, sticks, and twigs, because that was what there was in their environment to make the shoes out of. And they're found in caves located in Oregon and preserved by pumice and volcanic ash 10,000 years ago. And after the first shoes, not long after, came moccasins from the Native Americans with the wool inside of to keep their feet warm in cold conditions.
Alright, so the evolution of shoes. Shoes really took off in Asia, and they began to grow in popularity. People would see, like, you have people who wore shoes, they'd be comfortable, like, walking around and running places. Then people would be just barefoot, like walking on gravel or rock, and protect your feet from, like, weather and, like, the ground and the environment. And they spread throughout the Fertile Crescent in the Roman Empire. So everyone saw how, like, good shoes were, like, for people. So they all started gathering up and, like, making new shoes for themselves, and, like, people started producing them for, like, other people could buy them with currency. And expanding the shoes to be worked on and improved with different materials, people would adapt to different ways to make the shoes, and they make, like, ones would be out of fur so they can protect their feet from the cold, or sandals so they can tear their feet out when it's warm outside. And yeah.
Alright, I'm going to talk about the modern revolution of shoes. And during this time period, the world became more globalized and modernized, which created a lot of collective learning, which advanced shoes and made them just right. And then new machines and technology allowed products to be produced more efficiently, such as shoes. And these new technologies helped improve shoes once again. And we have another video. Showed how the machines had advanced over time and how they work efficiently to make shoes just the right way.
Buckles were invented in England in about the 1700s. This gave people an easier way to tie the shoes, prevent less pull and tug on them, which would eventually tear them over time, allowed shoes to be kept longer. Shoes became more specialized, such as work boots, dress boots, or just casual wear overall. These were mostly kept for the wealthy, though. These variety of shoes, many just had boots and would wear those. But eventually, the sneakers, first made in the United States around 1916, made casual footwear more affordable and made them last longer. Improvements over time have led to a bunch of industries such as Nike, Adidas, Puma, and companies like that.
Shoe companies made shoes even more affordable. Nike changed the whole landscape with advertising campaigns. And the little-known company rose to the top of the shoe industry. It started out as one man with as a blue ribbon shoe company, and he tried to expand his business and eventually change the name into Nike, which is the Greek goddess of victory. And that is where most of the Nike slogans come from.
Shoes have had a major effect on mankind as people spend much money on them to match with their outfits and other things. And they've advanced what goes into shoes today. And technology has rose to make that easier. And things such as socks also go along with shoes. And those are made to match with those as well.
Alright, now we have some fun facts on shoes. Did you know a poll of 1,057 women by the Consumer Reports National Research Center for shopping magazine ShopSmart found U.S. women on average own 17 pairs of shoes, although they only wear 4 pairs regularly while 50% have over 30 pairs. According to Glamour, the average woman will buy 469 pairs of shoes in her lifetime. All in all, she will end up spending $25,000 on shoes. Fun fact.
More fun facts. Alright, so more fun facts. Today in the U.S., shoes are tied to the bumper of the bridal couple's car. This is a reminder of the days when a father gave the groom one of his daughter's shoes as a symbol of a changing caretaker. 4,000 years ago, the first shoes were made of a single piece of rawhide that enveloped the foot for both warmth and protection.
The first known images of footwear are boots depicted in 15,000-year-old Spanish cave paintings, and the inventor of Nike swoosh design was only paid $35 for it. The name Nike comes from the Greek goddess of victory, and Nike has factories in 45 different countries today.
Alright, now everybody take out your cell phones, because we're going to do a little poll, a little trivia on shoes and all that good stuff. So, you guys can take out your cell phones, and you're going to text the number at the top, 37607, and you're going to text one of those answers.
Make sure you put code before you type in one of the answers.
Alright, so the question is, what 2 major shoe companies were formed by a pair of brothers? Puma and Adidas, Reebok and Converse, Nike and Puma, and Asics and Under Armour.
I don't understand how to do this.
Type.
Right, so you text code, the word code.
Text.
No, you text the number. You text,
Go back.
Text these numbers.
37607.
Type in these.
The word in code.
Yeah,
So type in
then
for
when
contact.
you go to your text, the
Okay.
actual message, put
Yeah.
code, and then whichever answer you think is correct, and then send it.
Are you sure? No. Me neither. There's under.
3760707.
So you do this, and then what do I do?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what I'm doing?
Whoa,
What
yeah.
Okay, so that's
Whoa.
right.
And then you text the
Because they said one guy.
text the number.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Put it in your head.
okay.
No, I don't think you got it. I just said oops. You don't. You don't actually text the word code or keyword instead.
It doesn't matter. It's winning.
Oh, text a code.
They gave hints.
Did everybody get their votes in?
No, I won't work. Just don't text me. Just text me.
It's winning.
You guys did guess the correct answer. It is Puma and Adidas.
Yeah.
All right. The next question is, in what year were Air Jordan shoes first created?
Alright, so the number at the top is the same, but the answer numbers are different, so text your different answer number.
No, it's not. It's after he won, after he shot the game-winning shot. So I think it was 86. Or 84. Or 82.
Yeah, put 86.
Okay, I got a text. Oh, yeah, there you go. So you just text the numbers. You just text 712-745. 712-745.
Everybody get their votes in?
No.
And you guys got it right again. 1984.
I'm just going with what you're.
Third question is, what was Nike originally named?
Yeah, we did.
Well,
Oh, I was paying attention.
yeah.
I got you.
The correct answer is Blue Ribbon Sports.
Next question. What is the average amount of pairs of shoes that women own in the U.S.?
I think I want to.
I want to know why you didn't research men's shoes.
I owe 17 pairs. I don't think it's bad.
Nice answer going off right on.
I owe 15 pairs of tennis shoes.
Yeah, seriously.
That's probably true about you. No, it is true. I know it is. Actually, I think it'll like.
You probably have spent $25,000 worth of the shoes that you stomped out on the basketball court.
Seriously.
Everybody
I
get
go through about
their
10 grand a
guesses
year for basketball season.
Yeah.
No.
The correct answer is 17 pairs of shoes.
What'd you do, take 15?
The fifth question is, what is the average shoe size of men?
Was that in there? I think that was. Did you?
There's no open up.
What'd you type in?
I put it 9.
I didn't mean to do that.
I probably made a choice. Hold on, I'll do it again.
Where's the first
I accidentally did a 3
Yeah,
instead
I
of
think
9.
make sure you want to give up basketball shoes, that'd be 15. Especially if I grew up with some rock.
Probably.
I know what's correct.
Oh, there's still answer.
Does everyone have their answer? The correct answer is 10.5.
Yes, good.
Dead wrong on that one.
The sixth question is, what is the tip of shoelaces called?
An aglet. Yeah, 100% positive it's called an aglet.
You didn't tell us this one. But it was in the very beginning?
No.
Okay, it wasn't in that picture. I guess I. This like blows my mind.